Have you ever wondered how hair dye is made? It's a question that might surprise you, but it's a process that combines science, art, and a bit of magic. Every vibrant hue or subtle shade you see on the shelves starts as an idea, a concept, and then it's brought to life through a meticulous process. The making of hair dye involves several stages, each critical to ensuring the final product is not only effective but also safe and stable. It's a journey that starts with research and development, where innovative formulas are created. It includes the careful selection of raw materials and their precise mixing. The process then advances to a chemical reaction stage to bring out the desired color. It's then followed by a rigorous quality control phase, bottling, labeling, final testing, and of course, compliance with regulatory standards. Stay tuned as we unravel the fascinating process of how hair dye is made. Every great product begins with an idea in the research and development department. Here, a team of dedicated chemists and researchers work tirelessly to create innovative hair dye formulas. Their days are filled with experiments, trials, and plenty of testing. The goal? To develop a hair dye that's not only effective at changing hair color, but also safe, stable, and beneficial for your tresses. From the initial concept, the team moves on to extensive laboratory testing. They assess the effectiveness of the formula, its safety for users, and its stability over time. This isn't a one-time process, oh no. It's a cycle of iteration and improvement, constantly refining the formula until it's just right. And it's not just about creating a great product. It's also about pushing boundaries, discovering new possibilities, and setting new standards in the world of hair color. With the perfect formula in hand, it's time to gather the raw materials. Quality is key, and that starts with the raw materials. The creation of hair dye requires a symphony of ingredients, each playing a vital role in the final product. These include dyes, oxidizing agents, conditioning agents, preservatives, and an array of other additives. The dyes, the stars of the show, are responsible for the vibrant and lasting colors we love. Oxidizing agents work behind the scenes, helping the dyes penetrate the hair cuticle for a longer-lasting color. Meanwhile, conditioning agents ensure that the hair doesn't just look good, it feels good too. Preservatives give our product its shelf life, while other additives are added to enhance the overall performance and safety of the hair dye. Every single one of these raw materials is sourced from reliable suppliers who adhere to strict quality and safety standards. This ensures that the hair dye not only looks great, but is safe and gentle on your hair. Once the raw materials are collected, it's time to mix them up. Now, it's time to create the magic potion. Imagine a symphony of sorts, where each instrument has a distinct role to play. That's exactly what happens when we mix the ingredients to create a hair dye. It's a carefully orchestrated process that combines science and art. First, the raw materials, the dyes, oxidizing agents, conditioners, and other additives are weighed with precision. It's crucial to get the proportions right, as these determine the intensity of the color and the way it interacts with different hair types. It's like baking a cake. Too much or too little of any ingredient can dramatically change the end result. Once weighed, these ingredients are mixed together. Picture a giant blender, stirring and churning, ensuring that every ingredient is evenly distributed. This is a crucial step, as it ensures the uniformity of the dye. You wouldn't want a patchy hair color now, would you? Now comes the exciting part, the chemical reaction process. As the name suggests, this is where the magic happens. The mixed ingredients undergo a reaction that produces the desired color and activates agents that penetrate the hair cuticle. It's a bit like a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly, except in this case, it's a bunch of raw materials transforming into a vibrant hair dye. Now, you might be wondering how this reaction is triggered. Well, it's a combination of heating and agitation. The mixture is gently heated and stirred, causing the individual ingredients to interact and bond with each other. It's a delicate dance, a meeting of molecules that results in the creation of a product that can transform your hair. This might sound simple, but it's a process that requires a great deal of expertise and precision. The temperature has to be just right, the stirring has to be consistent, and the timing has to be spot on. It's a complex process, but when done right, it leads to the creation of a hair dye that's not just effective, but also safe and reliable. Before being bottled, the quality of the hair dye is rigorously checked. Quality control is a crucial step in the production process. It's the gatekeeper, ensuring only the best products reach your bathroom shelf. Now, how does this work in the world of hair dye? Well, it's a series of tests conducted at different stages of production. Imagine a diligent detective constantly on the lookout for any inconsistencies. The tests kick off with stability checks, examining how the dye holds up under various conditions. Then the pH levels are assessed, too high or too low, and it could be damaging to your hair. Next up, viscosity measurements. This ensures the dye is neither too thin nor too thick for application. But the detective's job isn't done yet. The dye is also tested for color accuracy to make sure that what's inside the bottle matches what's promised on the label. Only when every single one of these tests is passed can the dye move on to the next stage. Once the quality is assured, it's time to bottle the dye. Now, the hair dye is ready for bottling and labeling. This is the moment where the magic concoction finally takes on a tangible form. The dye, having passed rigorous quality control checks, is transferred to its final abode, be it tubes, jars, or bottles. This is done using high-precision mechanisms to ensure the right amount of product is dispensed into each container, avoiding wastage and ensuring consistency. The next step is to dress up the product with an informative label. This isn't just about aesthetics. These labels serve as the bridge of communication between the manufacturers and the consumers. They carry vital information like the list of ingredients, usage instructions, safety warnings, and expiration dates. This way, you know exactly what you're putting onto your hair and how to do it safely. But wait, we're not done just yet. Even after the hair dye is snugly bottled up and labeled, there's one more hurdle it needs to clear: the final stability test. This is a crucial part of the process where the finished product is put through additional checks to ensure it meets the strict quality standards. So if the dye changes color unexpectedly or the consistency seems off, it's back to the drawing board. This is the manufacturer's commitment to delivering only the best to your doorstep. And that's not all. These tests also assess how the product behaves under different conditions. Think temperature variations or exposure to light. This helps determine the best storage conditions to maintain the quality of the hair dye, ensuring that the product you buy off the shelf is as good as the day it was made. The final step in this phase is packaging. Once the hair dye passes the stability test, it's packed into boxes, ready to embark on its journey to the shelves of your favorite salon or store. Each box is a promise of a fresh, vibrant, and safe color experience waiting to transform your tresses. So, what happens after the hair dye is bottled and labeled? Well, that's a tale for another scene. Stay tuned. Before hitting the shelves, there are a few more steps to be followed. Regulatory compliance is a crucial part of the process, ensuring that every bottle of hair dye that reaches consumers is not only effective, but also safe. Whether locally or internationally, hair dye manufacturers must adhere to strict regulations and standards. These standards encompass numerous aspects, from the ingredients used to the labels that offer crucial information. They are designed to protect consumers, ensuring that they are well informed about the product they're using and that the product itself is safe for use. However, compliance doesn't stop at meeting regulations. It also involves obtaining the necessary certifications. These certifications serve as a badge of assurance, a sign that the product has undergone rigorous testing and meets the highest quality standards. They're not easily obtained either. Manufacturers must demonstrate that their product is consistent, safe, and effective, a process that can take time and resources. Once all the necessary certifications are obtained and the product is fully compliant, it's ready for storage and distribution. But even this isn't a simple process. The finished products need to be stored under appropriate conditions to maintain their quality. This means temperature-controlled environments away from direct sunlight and in conditions that won't compromise the product's effectiveness or safety. Distribution is the final step. products are shipped through distribution networks to reach various points of sale. This could be your local supermarket, a high-end beauty salon, or even an online store. The goal is to ensure that wherever you are, whatever your hair dye needs, you can find the perfect product for you. So the next time you pick up a bottle of hair dye, remember the journey it's been on. From the initial research and development to regulatory compliance, storage, and distribution, it's a process that requires precision, dedication, and a commitment to quality. And that's how your favorite hair dye is made and reaches your hands. So there you have it, the journey of a hair dye from an idea to your hair. It's a meticulous process from the research and development of innovative formulas, the careful selection of raw materials, the precise mixing and reaction of ingredients, to the stringent quality control measures, not forgetting the bottling, labeling, and compliance to regulations before it finally graces the shelves. Next time you color your hair, you'll know the science and process behind the vibrant colors. Stay curious.